while we're waiting. Okay. There's Doreen too.
Go.
I let her
Another,
in.
we've got some people coming
Yeah.
in.
People coming in. Let's see here.
Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Hello. Hi, Doreen.
hello. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Hi, Florence. Hi, Jody. Hi, Doreen.
Hi.
Hi, Jode.
Maybe I'll
Hi.
pause the music because I can't hear myself talk. Here we go. Hey. Hi, Jody.
Hi.
Lena. We got people coming in. Hi, Florence. How you doing?
Oh, I signed up.
It's
Okay,
good to
someone I
see
know never got the link.
everybody.
Okay. I'm
We'll
sending
give folks a
someone.
few minutes.
Yeah, I'm sending
Okay.
someone the link on uh here we go. Yeah, that's why I kept my phone on, right, Heather? That's what I said to you before. Said
Just
so
in case.
just in
I'll
case.
check email and see.
Here we go.
While we're waiting for folks to join, if you want to double check, you've got pen and paper, and if you want to have a candle nearby, you can light your candle. And we'll be starting in just a few minutes. You don't need anything fancy tonight.
Well, maybe a little. I'm putting it in the chat. Maybe a little cozy blanket if you get cold. If you're
Mm-hmm.
somewhere that it's cold, like here, little cozy blanket, a candle, some water would be also good. We work with energy. When we work with energy, it's nice to have a little water because it gets we dehydrate. Oh, hey, Millie. So
And if you
yes.
want to, feel free to drop in the chat where you're joining us from. Rose is in New Jersey. I'm in North Carolina. Cold North
Cold North
Carolina. Yeah, it's really
Carolina.
cold
I'm
here.
in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yes, we had a beautiful snowstorm here. Snowfall, I should say. It was magnificent. Very, very pretty.
I'm jealous because it's cold enough to snow, but we don't have any snow here.
Uh,
And then it'll be in the 60s by the end of the week.
yes, we also had that 60s weather coming up.
Mhm. If you're just joining us, welcome in. If you want to grab a candle, pen and paper, some water or tea, something, a cozy blanket, whatever you want to just be comfortable. We'll start in just a few minutes. We're just waiting for
Mhm.
some folks to join.
Yeah.
And we're so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining. Hey, Lena. It's good to see you.
We've got
Oh, you
Florence
got your
in
candle.
Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. I think there was some snow heading your way, huh, Florence?
Hmm.
You're on mute, hon, Florence.
Yeah, excuse me. Where I live in Mass, we only got a couple of inches, but my brother lives in New Hampshire and he got 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
Oh, that's good for them. They want that though.
Yeah,
Skiing and all that good stuff.
but it is so blessed cold.
Yeah, yeah, it's cold. Let's just wait another minute.
Sounds good.
And of course, if people, we are sending the recording out, right? And it'll be available for a
Yeah.
little bit, so people will get the
Yep.
recording. And also, we will be doing a little movement practice. I mean, you don't have to get up. You can't do it in your seat, some of the stuff. But if you have a little space that you can just move around a little bit, just to move that energy. We're working with the energy of the season and cultivating some, releasing energy in the body, maybe you have a space for that. You could always turn your cameras off or leave them on also. Okay.
But it is nice to see your faces now, so I
Yeah,
appreciate
I
that too.
know.
Good to see everybody. Florence has got what looks like northern lights back there in her background. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I know. We've had them here, but every time I try to do it, I think they just don't come by my house because everyone around me will post pictures of the Northern Lights. I think they're just avoiding me. One day. One day. I'm put the phone on silent here.
Good call.
All right.
Well, it's
Hi,
about
hi, Shannon.
7:35.
She made it. Yeah, we could start.
Hi.
And if people come in, well, either you or I will admit
Yeah.
people. Yeah, wonderful.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. We are so excited to have you join us tonight for our holiday reset. My name's Heather Eck, and I'm an intuitive artist based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. I create large paintings like the ones you see behind me and the studio side, and I also teach creative healing to help people work through various things that they're going through using color and energy and healing. And so, Rose and I have known each other for a few years now. This is the second year we've done a holiday event together, and I'm so grateful to know her. I forgot to mention, I have a podcast called Your Radiant Spirit, where we talk about color, energy, and healing, and various other fun activities over there. So that's just a little bit about me, and then I'll hand it over to Rose to tell you all about her magic too.
Oh, thank you, Heather. So I'm Rose Wippich, and I'm also a podcaster. I'm also an author, recently released a book, Empress Rising. And I am a Reiki master, teacher, mentor, and yoga teacher and Qigong instructor. So that's what I do as well. I work with energy a lot. I consider myself an energy alchemist because I use all these different tools to work with unblocking energy in our bodies and cultivating greater energy and just helping women step into their sovereignty. And I'm really grateful for Heather's friendship. We met when she was a guest on my podcast, and she also did an intuitive um, painting for me, which was brilliant. So we've collaborated, and we're also working on getting an Oracle deck published, which is we've got the deck, we just need the publishers. But one day we'll get it when the time is right. Yeah. So we love working together, and we love creating, like Heather said, um, this magic that we love to share with you. So thank you all for being here. This is a really special time of year, and so we wanted to do this for you.
Yeah, so tonight we've got a couple of really fun things planned. Before we get started, we'd love to just know what made you come tonight. What are some things that you felt like, yes, I need a holiday reset. I really want to come tonight. We'd love to be able to kind of tailor this session to you to make sure that we're offering you something that you can take away and use in the coming weeks as we move into the holiday season. So if you feel comfortable, you can drop that in the chat. And what we thought we would start with, so we'll take you through about an hour or so worth of activities and things. We want you to leave here with a little gift, an intuitive gift that you get offered through our meditation. So we're going to start with a grounding meditation. We'll guide you through a journaling exercise. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about color and color healing. Rose is going to take you through a beautiful meditation where you'll receive your gift, and then we'll leave time at the end to interpret and understand and to learn more about yourself through the gift that you receive. Does anybody have any questions before we start that we can answer for you? I see some stuff coming in, going to the new year with positive energy. Love
Yes,
that.
that's great.
Trying to release negative vibes. Yep.
From certain people. Great. Okay, that's good. That
hmm
helps me to tailor some of the qigong we'll be doing for that. Great. Thank you.
The need to focus on non-holiday activities to maintain my sanity. Yes,
Yeah.
Millie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-holiday stuff. Totally get it. Trying to stay positive. Take time to focus on my mind and body during chaotic times. Awesome. 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 That's great. Thank you guys for sharing. Super helpful.
It's nice to
Well,
share
if
because
you,
I think everyone else feels the same, right? This is a time when we're all so chaotic and we just need to do some grounding work. And we hope to help you with
Hmm.
that.
And that is actually one of the first things that we're going to do. We're going to move into a little grounding meditation just for a few minutes so we can sort of shake off the day, step into this space, this sacred space and sacred time together. So if you feel comfortable, get settled into your seat. You can go ahead and close your eyes. Just give yourself a moment. Maybe roll your shoulders down and back. Begin to just get comfortable in your chair, relax, take a deep breath in and hold it at the top and release. Let's do that a couple more times. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top and release. I want you to imagine that you are feeling every muscle in your sits bones and your legs as they extend down your knees into your shins and your feet that are flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in and imagine that you're letting go of anything from the day that felt frustrating or hard. And just imagine that that energy is going down your legs, past your knees, your shins, into your feet, and that they spill in to the floor beneath you, that they spill into the earth. Imagine you see roots of light growing from your feet down, down, down into the crystalline heart of Mother Earth. Just imagine that that heart is an enormous rose quartz. It's pink and vibrant and glowing. And you can anchor those cords of light that are wrapped around the crystalline heart of Mother Earth as a tether to ground you in stillness, to ground you in peace, to ground you in stability. As you continue to breathe, imagine now that that crystalline heart, that beautiful pink heart, is pulling energy up through the cords into the bottom of your feet. That beautiful light is coming up through your legs, passing over your knees, moving up through your thighs and your back. You feel that beautiful, warm, glowing light pull up into your belly. You're breathing it all the way into your chest. You feel that pink, loving energy emanating out, radiating out from your heart space, down your shoulders, into your arms. Maybe you imagine you can see that light shining out of your fingers, casting this brilliant, beautiful light up and out as it continues to move up into your throat, up into your forehead, and it shines brightly out the top of your head. Take a moment and just bask in the beauty and the radiance of your spirit and allow this bright, beautiful light to glow in and around your body and feel it pulsing, pulsing, pulsing brighter and brighter and brighter in the space around you. Let's ask this light to ground us into tonight's holiday reset together and offer ourselves a moment of gratitude for creating the space and the time tonight to come together to remember and surrender, to find peace and calm, and to celebrate the joy that radiates from within your heart. Take a deep breath in and release. Go ahead and start to wiggle those fingers and toes. When you're ready, you can start to flutter your eyes open. Keep that loving peak energy with you as we focus on tonight's time together.
Thank you, Heather. That was so lovely. Oh,
Good.
so beautiful.
Good, good, good. So glad. I love that crystalline heart, that rose quartz. It's all about love, self-acceptance. It's infinite, it's unconditional. It is so supportive. And so anytime this holiday season, or even if you're just at the grocery store and you need a minute, just imagine that beautiful pink light radiating around you, and you will find instant peace in your heart space. I think, Rose, we're moving right into our remember and surrender, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to kick that one off? We'll
Yeah,
talk about that.
yeah, absolutely. So, our first activity tonight, if you've got your pen and paper, we're going to do a little exercise about taking time to go within, to reflect on the year, and to release anything that we want to leave behind. So, if you've got your pen and paper, we're just going to do a little journaling exercise to help you give yourself some space to celebrate and acknowledge the good things that happened this year, what you want to remember. And then we're also going to focus on surrendering or letting go of or releasing anything that you want to leave behind in 2025 to create space as we move into 2026. So if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. We are just going to step into a quick creative healing exercise, and all you need is your pen and paper. So just give me a thumbs up either in person or with the emoji and let me know you're ready. Open up to a clean sheet of paper. Awesome. Thanks, Lena. All right, so on a clean sheet of paper, just take a quick moment and write down, I'll put this in the chat too. What are, what or like one or two things, what's a new part of yourself that you uncovered this past year? What's a new part of yourself that you uncovered this year? Thanks, Millie. Here, give you another second to wrap up your thoughts about that. And then we'll move on to our next question.
I'll write them in the chat for you, Heather.
Oh,
I see
thanks,
you wrote
Rose.
that first one. Yeah,
Yeah, I've actually got the second one ready to roll,
I
so.
figured.
All
My Virgo friend,
right,
she's
it's a
all
new part
prepared.
of yourself that you. All right, our next question is going to be, what are at least three things? Come up with three things that you're grateful for from this past year.
Can I add one thing to that? Not just
Yeah,
what you're grateful
of
for, but
course.
think about what you've accomplished as well. So if you want to put something that you've accomplished, is oftentimes we forget at the end of the year some of the things that we really worked hard at and are proud of. So you may want to write those as well.
Love that. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, 'cause things you want to remember. And the act of writing is it's so active. It activates a part of the mind that can remember. So hopefully it'll keep you focused on those things that you feel really good about. Sometimes once you start writing, it's hard to stop. So you feel free to go
Mm,
beyond three if you want to.
it's true.
This is also a really simple thing you can do before bed at night. If you find it's hard to fall asleep, you can just keep a little journal by your bed and just write down a couple of things that happened that day that you're thankful for. It's a really great way to just acknowledge all the good that's happening in your life. All right, next question. What would you like to release that no longer serves you? This can be old patterns, emotions, or any distractions that take you away from your purpose. So, what are you releasing that no longer
Oh,
serves?
I also put it
Oh,
in the
thanks,
chat.
Rose. I popped it
Yeah.
back in there because I saw that somebody had to log back in. I wasn't
Okay,
sure if they
fine.
could see the previous
Oh,
comments or
that's
not.
oh that okay. And if there's also if there's also any energy around someone that you're attached to that you're trying to disconnect from, you want to
Hmm.
also include that. And that, lots of times we can't just uh, tell people to leave or their energy, but we can disconnect from their energy.
Hmm. So, if you take a look at your list of the things that you've uncovered, of the things that you're grateful for, and of the things that you want to release, let's try to kind of sum it up into here's what I want to remember, here's what I want to make space for, and here's what I want to surrender in the coming year. And just write yourself a little mantra or an affirmation about that. So that if at some point you find yourself sort of drifting back to old patterns or old behaviors, you can have this little mantra become something that you anchor into in the coming year to help you remember. I want to remember that I am, and I want to surrender this, or I want to become and I want to let go of, or I want to attract and I want to release. And jot that down so that you have a new wonderful affirmation to keep in mind as we move into a new season. And if anybody is feeling extra brave and they want to share, you're welcome to pop off mute and tell us or drop it in the chat. And we'd love to help celebrate that with you. Give you some cheering on, if you will. Rose, I saw you diligently writing over there. You have anything?
Yeah, I thought I'd add one that just came to me um without overthinking it.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'll share. Yeah, you can share the mantra,
Yeah,
Rosie.
go ahead, Rosanna.
Yeah. So I wrote, I'm bringing in the first thing I thought of is like a higher vibration and releasing lower or lesser ones. So staying higher when instead of trying to get sucked into someone else's lower vibration, right? And that could be
Mm,
mean a situation as well. So just trying to stay more in alignment with my higher self.
I love that. I love that. Anybody else want to share theirs? You're welcome to pop off mute or drop it in the chat.
And we understand that they are very personal too and
Yeah,
private. So yeah,
totally.
don't feel like you have to. But it's nice to have a mantra
Mantra
because
because they are
they
they
are
are
powerful.
powerful.
So
So
words have
words have
energy.
energy.
Is there
Is there
feedback?
feedback? There
There
is.
is.
It
It
might
might
be. I
be. I
saw
saw
Millie
Millie
came
came
off of
off of
mute.
mute. Uh-oh.
Millie, you Millie, you want to want to share? share?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
was looking at this, and the things I really need to hold closer and close to is, my authenticity and my truth. Instead of continuously adjusting it for others, and also releasing with that my self doubt and knowing that, I'm really number one, and without me and my gifts, the rest is not going to happen. So I really am going to be focusing next year on those items.
I love
I
that.
love that.
And I turn on my camera.
Oops. You muted yourself again. You don't have to turn your camera on, Millie.
No, I my grandson is circling my chair, and he
Oh,
likes to get on and say, entertain. They can't see you, honey. Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you,
yeah.
Millie.
Thank you for sharing that. I think a lot of us feel that way. I know I feel that
Mm-hmm.
way too. I'm going to take those that same mantra as well.
Mm-hmm.
Lena wrote, I'm filling up my cup as I release the need to please. I love that as well. Wow, these are so powerful.
Mm-hmm. I love that one. Release the need to
Okay.
please. I think a lot of us are recovering people pleasers, myself
Yeah.
included, so I totally get that.
Did you want to
I
share,
have
Rosie?
I have one I'd like to share, and this is something I've been working on. So I know Rose knows me, but I get up in the morning and I read now and I write, and some of the things I've put down have been just becoming more self-loving and not always so self-sacrificing, listening to my needs, not really burying them, and feeling alive in my body, not disconnected. Softening my energy. So feminine energy has been really big. That's the one thing I've learned this year to tap into my softness instead of being on strong mode, that masculine energy. So just reclaiming that and my faithfulness, not just always being the responsible one, and really prioritizing my emotional truth, not suppressing it to keep the peace around me. And also allowing myself to evolve, not staying in rules that no longer serve me, that I outgrew. So those are some of the things that I sort of meditate on in the morning, reminding myself of that. And I try to carry that throughout my day.
Beautiful. Wow. I think a lot of what you said also resonates with, I know they resonate with me, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. So thank you for sharing that. Very powerful. Wow. It's nice. I feel a lot of this, us stepping into our true selves and really starting to think about what we want in our lives, right? That sovereignty, uh, and releasing the need to please. I think that's so powerful. And I hear more and more women say that. You want to live life on your terms now and not disregard others, but not feel guilty about living how you want to live your life, your truth. So thank you all for sharing. Really powerful words. Um, all right. should we move on, or did you have anything else with this, Heather?
No, that's it. If anybody wants to noodle on it a little more and share at the end, we'll have time at the end for more
Yeah, yeah, we'll
conversation.
have more time.
But
Sure.
yeah.
Um, okay, so what I would like to do is just move the body a little bit because Um, a lot of the words are very powerful, but when we feel and embody them, they're even more powerful. But we're not going to take the mantras and embody the mantras. What we're going to do is we're going to move some of the energy in our bodies that gets stuck and work on some things um, that'll help promote a better flow of energy, a better connection. Maybe you may feel some of this energy move. And somebody mentioned about protective energy earlier. So I want to build a little bit of our what we call our Wei Qi. And it's this like protective energy around us and that will keeps us strong and um, healthy, actually. So I'm just going to stand up and make sure my screen is adjusted so that you can see. Yeah, I think you can see. Let me take these off.
And I just pinned you, Rose, so that you're
Yeah.
bigger on
Oh,
the
thank
screen
you.
for
Yeah.
folks to see
So
too.
one of the
Hmm.
things too we're going to do is we're going to learn how to, I'm going to show you a really amazing movement to help release energies that no longer serve you. That really helped me personally and I found very powerful. So I hope you can hear me. I can project my voice. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to stand and come into a comfortable standing position that is not rigid but soft, but grounded. So you're feeling that energy that Heather was talking about earlier at the base of your feet rise all the way up to your crown, creating this feeling of love and compassion within. And we're going to place our hands on our bellies. This is our lower dantian. This is where we store a lot of the energy that we create and we cultivate. But this is also our fire in our belly and our cauldron, our light, where that nourishment, that energy comes from and where it nourishes all the other parts of us. So we want to just connect here. Take a few breaths and allow the belly to fully relax. And as you breathe, it'll just stimulate this area. And you may feel some heat here from your hands. Just connect. It's a connection with yourself, with your energy, with your chi, life force. And then we're going to lower the hands down by your side and we're going to grab, imagine that you're grabbing energy from the earth. So you're grabbing this energy and you're moving it along the body all the way up towards your heart. And you pause here for a moment and then we turn our hands up to the sky, the heavens, the ceiling, the stars, the moon, and release that energy. And then we gather that energy from the universe, that cosmic energy, and we pour it down our bodies all the way down to the earth. And it's a sense of nourishing, of love, gathering the gifts that the Mother Earth provides us and sending it off to Father Sky. We are the conduit between these two beautiful forces. And simply by doing this energy, we're moving the energy in our bodies from the feet all the way up the legs, through our torso, our heart, and extending it out. So very simple, very calming. This is very calming to do at the end of the day. And then release and let go. And then the next one I'd like to do is just simple. We're going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to just circle the hips a little bit. This is great to opening up the hips if they're a little stiff, especially in the morning. But what we're doing is we're starting to activate that what they call Kundalini energy or central energy that comes from the base of our spine all the way up to our crown. Opening up this channel is opening up our connection to the earth even stronger and our connection to something greater than us. And we can also say our intuition, our inner knowing. So just circling the hips and then going the other way. And imagine that this energy is just spinning within you and clearing out some of the debris or dust or stagnant energy that's moving within. And then pause here. We're going to do the same with our neck. We're going to just bring our hands down by our side and just circle the neck. Focusing on your throat here, opening up the channel of our throats. Women often are quiet. We don't often, now reverse, we don't often say what we want to say because our energy in our throat is stuck. Our words get stuck. And then pause here. We wind up having thyroid issues. Our voice changes sometimes when we don't speak our truth. So that is because the energy here is blocked. So we want to move that energy as well. The next thing I would like to do is work on releasing what no longer serves us. And you may have written some of these things down. So bring them to your mind now. And we're going to use this simple exercise of pulling out from within us those things that we want to release, because some of these things may have been around a long time. And just like very tough weeds, it's going to take a little bit to pull them out. All right. So I'll get a little closer for this one. We're going to bring our hand. It looks like my right hand there. I'm using my left, but just you can mirror me if you'd like. Right here, right in the middle. It's going to start here, and this hand is going to be ready. So we're going to move this energy up the center of our body, circle around, up and around, and then this one is going to come through. And now, as we're doing this, press all your fingers together as if you're pulling out that weed from the body, and then toss it. So you could go as fast as you'd like. And if you're really working on something super tough, and maybe you're a little upset, or not upset, but kind of angry about it, toss it. Let it go. Release it. If there's any frustration, I should say, any emotions, any attachments, let it go. Pull them out. Pull them out. Really, really let them go. It's a great shoulder workout as well. So we're moving the energy in our bodies by doing this, but we're releasing and letting go, tossing away, tossing away. And now we're going to toss away one more time on each side. Just pause for a moment. Now that we created all this beautiful space inside of us by releasing all those things, we're going to gather in fresh, new, crystal clear chi and bring it back in. So we're going to do it with our palm open, gathering that fresh chi and bringing it back in to our upper dantian, our middle dantian, our lower dantian. And we continue to circle around and gather. And this creates a toroid of energy around us, like a figure eight, right? Circling continuously. We're just moving this energy. It's coming right inside of us, making us healthier and stronger, bringing us more clarity. These two movements I just showed you are probably my favorite movements. One more, and then we pause. And let's just feel, you may even feel that circle eight still going around you, that toroidal movement. So let's talk a little bit about our Wei Qi, our energy, and how to protect it, right? So our energy is not just inside of our bodies, it's outside of our bodies. It's expanded 12, 15 feet away, right? So we can work with clearing that energy or making it stronger. We do that with movements. So one of the simple movements we'll do is called pushing mountains. We draw the arms back and the palms are up like the stop sign, right? We can bend the knees here if you'd like, create a little stability. So centering in the earth. We take an inhale breath, fill the lungs, and then we exhale out as if we're building this wall, this clear wall around us. So draw that energy in, a breath in, and exhale. And we keep doing that a few times. pushing mountains. So we're pushing away what no longer serves us. Whatever it is, push it away. Keep pushing it away with your breath, with your energy, and your intention. One more. Now open the arms wide and let's circle. Let's create that energetic shield of protection around us in all directions. I'm telling you, this works. Keep doing this. You will feel healthier. Your immune system gets stronger. We're working with what is called the metal element. And it also creates this protective energy around us. Bring your arms wide now, fingers up. This is called iron cross. And we're going to circle, right? So we have to work this way as well. Imagine you're creating like a protective bubble around you. I want to say like a shield of armor, but which it is as well. Protective bubble, sheet of armor, shield of armor, excuse me. One more circle this way. And then bring your arms up, reach up for the sky, palms together, and just give yourself a nice stretch. Release the hands down by your side. Okay. Now, winter is a time of water energy. The elements are very strong in this practice. So I'm going to do a very simple movement that helps cultivate that energy, and it helps to nourish your kidneys and your bladder, which are the organs very prominent during this time of year. Right. So we're going to do this is called cloud hands. We'll start with, this is my right hand. It may be showing up right or left for you. And we're just going to imagine that you're moving the water or the clouds around you. We'll say cloud either way, because when we stir the clouds create water. So we're moving this energy. We're just starting with one arm, stirring the clouds, or imagine that your fingertips are moving the water around, like in a bath, right? Playing with the water like kids do. And we're gently twisting and turning here. Now we're going to add the other hand. So as we move around this way, we'll drop this hand and we'll take the other one and twist around. Moving those clouds or the water. We're standing above the clouds, obviously, right? And then we come back to center. And this one here is going to open up the great water channels in our bodies. It's called the fountain. I love this one too. So we bring the back of the hands together and we draw them up the center of our bodies, just like we did before with that other movement. And we open up like a great big fountain. Think huge fountain, fountain of Trevi fountain. And then it floats all the way down. The water floats back down to the earth. Back of the hands come together, bringing that water energy through all the way up our crown, opening and spilling over and down towards the earth or back into the fountain. Let's go through, coming up and over, spilling, cleansing. Think about cleansing energy. Let's do one more. It's like we're opening up the gateway. And then let's just pause here for a moment after doing some of this Qigong. And notice if your energy is flowing anywhere. Maybe your fingers, you're feeling it in your legs. We're going to do one more movement, a more grounding movement. But before we do that, a couple movements, but before we do that, just notice what is arising. Notice if you feel any stagnant energy, which means it's just not moving, it's stuck. Maybe it's in your legs, maybe it's in your chest, in your neck. Anywhere that there's tension is energy that's not moving. Bring your awareness there for a moment. And imagine that you're moving that energy with your mind. We will do some grounding. So we'll end with some grounding, some earth movements, bringing your feet a little wider, bending the knees a little bit, creating this stable foundation. And we're going to bring our hands together at center, right by our lower belly. And we're going to press the hands apart or pull them apart as if you're pulling taffy. Imagine that you're pulling taffy and your one hand is going to face the earth and the other one's going to face the sky. And then you're going to draw those arms together towards each other and they pass each other, pulling that taffy the other way, and then the opposite hands facing the earth and the other one's facing the sky, the ceiling. And keep moving this energy. This is also grounding, but also elevated, enlightening. Qigong is very fluid in movement. We are controlling our energy. We're moving and working with our energy. That's what Qigong means. It means working with our energy. One more. Lower your hands down to the earth and then draw the energy up from the earth, bringing your hands shoulder height and then lowering and sinking back towards the earth. Releasing to Mother Earth what no longer serves you. Let her take it from you. Inhale, breath, rising and falling. She's catching you. Like gentle wings, opening and lowering. One more. And if you're comfortable doing this last movement, they're called heel drops. Heel drops are really good for the bones, and the kidneys nourish the bones. They work with the bones. So we'll bring the arms up, lifting the heels and dropping. Okay, if you're on cement, maybe not do it because that may be a little too strong, but any other surface is okay. You don't have to drop as hard. So inhale, lift up and drop. Lift up and drop. Inhale up. 2 more times. 1 more time and let it go. Good. Now we'll bring our hands together in a loose fist. Tap on your lower back gently. What this does is stimulates the kidney area. Bring your hands in front, tapping on your belly. And then bring your hands to your lower belly, to your dantian. Sliding one hand up to your heart, your middle dantian. And then bringing both hands to your heart. Pausing here for a moment and just being grateful for the movement, for allowing your body, grateful for your body moving with you and honoring your energy, your chi. So thank you. If you want to end the practice this way, we bring our right hand in a fist and the other one comes over in the moon position. This is the sun and moon coming together. And then we just bow for the end of the practice. Good. So just some simple movements. They're not difficult and you can do them in the morning, any time of day. You don't need any special equipment. That's what I love about Qigong. And you use it with intention. Any of the movements, you can say, I release, I let go of, and I'm grounded and I feel good and I'm inviting in more joy. So you can actually do that with that movement and be intentional with what you're bringing into your life. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. Um, those were just some simple movements. Hopefully you feel good. All right.
That was
And if you
amazing, Rose.
okay. It was just something simple, but I just love the benefits of the Qigong that I've done. And I know some of my students are here and love it as well. So it's great. Thank you, Melly, for that heart. Thank you.
I loved it. I felt like I could definitely feel energy moving, and I felt the space around me get colder. And I don't know if that's
Yes,
something that happens, but the
yes.
temperature changed.
So I will tell you that the movements that we protect ourselves is the metal. So is metal warm? Well, it is when it's forged, but most of the time metal is cold. So
Oh,
you're sensing
wow.
the coolness of the metal element as you're creating that protective shield around you. So yeah, we were working with
Oh,
metal. Very good, Heather. That was very good. Yeah. And even if
well,
you
thanks, thanks. I was like,
and
oh.
that's how you interpret it. But even if you feel heat, heat could be the way someone else may be expressing or releasing. Maybe their energy is like a dragon energy, and you're releasing fire, and you're like, I've got my protective fire around me, so don't come near me. You know, it's how you want to do it. Like, so you can use those movements even intention. Like, you could just create a protective shield around you before you go anywhere. Entering a room, you can just imagine that shield around you and it will protect you. It will keep away whatever energies don't jive with you. Relaxed and centered, Susanna said.
Mhm.
Yeah, good.
Love
Very
it.
good. Well, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're gonna keep on cruising through our agenda. The next thing we're gonna do is share a little bit about color meaning and color interpretation. I'm going to give you a little bit of a Cliff's Notes version of some holiday colors that you can work with. And you're going to encounter these colors when we do our next meditation. So I wanted you to have a little bit of insight before you dive in. So the way that I see color for people generally is around their bodies, like an aura, or when I am doing a spirit portrait for somebody, I am actually reading through the energy centers of the body, and I align those colors to generally the chakra system, and that gives me a bit of information about what might be happening with that person energetically, spiritually, emotionally, or physically. And so the four colors we're going to work with tonight are related to the holidays. So we're going with our traditional red and green and also blue and white. But those colors are also strongly symbolic of emotions, things you might encounter around the holidays. So I'll start with the color red. Red is the color of the root energy center. It sits at the base of our spine, sort of where your tailbone is. And this energy center is responsible for our sense of security, stability, our sense of financial safety, how we relate to our family members or our communities, and it affects generally how secure we feel in our humanness, right? So a lot of us believe that we are spirits having a human experience, and so that root really governs how we respond to what life throws our way. If your root energy center is off, you might feel unsupported. You might actually even get back pain. You might be dealing with upset tummy. You might be running for the bathroom around the holidays. You might be dealing with all different kinds of things that just sort of make you feel wonky. That's why Rose's Qigong is so supportive because it helps you feel so relaxed and centered and calm. So you can remember some of those moves if you start to feel like, oh, nothing feels like it's going right for me. Then we have the color green, which is often associated with our heart space. The heart center generally has two colors. One is green and the other is pink. Green is for the self. That's our self-love, self-compassion, acceptance, forgiveness, the sort of way that we see ourselves and the way that we nurture ourselves in the world. Pink, which is not traditionally a color of the Christmas or the holiday season. A lot of people generally associate it with Valentine's Day, but it is also a color of the heart. And you can think about it as like a couple lighter shades than a red, sort of, too. So that pink is actually a higher love. I always have to talk about the Steve Winwood song, like Bring Me a Higher Love. That's like collective love. Lena's gonna rock out with me. That's really about the infinite, the unconditional love that's available to us. So you can pull in if you're like, I feel good about myself. It's the people around me I need to pull some extra love in for. You can work with the energy of pink. We also used pink tonight when we did our grounding meditation because that is a color of unconditional acceptance. Just, I see you. We are brothers and sisters, and therefore I love you, even though sometimes it's hard. Does that make sense? The next color we're going to work with is white. White is a clean slate. White is peace. White is calm. White is clearing. I'm wearing white for you tonight to help support my sense of divinity, to support my sense of higher consciousness, of my connection to God, how I pull in communication and I stay in constant communication with God. It's also how I see all of us as collective beings, right? I see you are made in God's image, or you and I are the same. We are here having a spiritual experience. Everything that I go through, whether it's perceived as good or bad, is meant to support my evolution as a spiritual being. So you have the red, which roots you in the holy crap, I'm a human, this is hard. I have to worry about bills and jobs and all the things. And then, oh my gosh, this is cool. I came here to learn these lessons. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So it sort of supports you in like the poles, like north and south. And then finally, we're going to work with the color blue tonight, which supports, well, there's a couple different shades of blue. The lighter shade of blue supports your throat. This is a space where you speak with authenticity, with truth, and with courage. It's a place where you can both hear and receive the truth too. So a lot of times, like Rose mentioned, women, we sort of get stuck in this throat space and it really it can jam us up. It can cause thyroid issues, it can cause sore throat issues, all a myriad of things. If you ever get really congested, it could be that you are shutting down your inner knowing in that third eye space, which is also a darker blue. So, depending on what shade of blue you encounter tonight on your meditation, it could be connected to your throat, could be connected to your third eye, which is your source of inspiration, information, your inner knowing, your imagination, all the things that help you kind of see, receive, and act on the sort of like, where did that idea come from? Holy crap, this thing just dropped into my mind. Or, oh, I just thought of this person. I should give them a call. And then your phone rings. That's all connected in those spaces there. So that's what we're going to work with tonight. Rose is going to guide you through the meditation. And when we are done, I will help you, and we'll both help you, but help you sort of look at what did you encounter? What colors did you see? What was your gift? What shows up for you and what does it mean? And that is something that we'll use that you can carry forward with you in the coming weeks too. Any
I love
questions
that.
about anything?
Heather, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if someone sees a different color, is
Hmm.
could is that okay? Like just to they should just kind of write it down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just write down, don't judge anything and don't try to
Interpret it.
don't like if you see purple,
Yeah.
yeah, don't be like, "Oh, but I'm supposed to see green." Like go with
Oh,
purple
right,
because
right,
that means something for you too.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you encounter, write it down. If it's polka dots, if it's stripes, if it's sparkly, if you see gold, just write down whatever you encounter and we'll help you understand what it means for you.
It's amazing the power that color has. isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I know we all have like special colors and even crystals. I work with crystals, and you mentioned your pink crystal or in the earlier meditation, and crystals have
Mm-hmm.
significance in color as well, right? So, and
Yeah.
sometimes our color preferences change. Like you could be really drawn to a color that you never thought you would love. And you're like, well, you need it for a little while in your life because it
Yeah.
has to do something, right?
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah, you may find yourself attracted to a particular color for a period of time in your life, or you may find yourself repelled by a particular color, but colors are always communicating something to us when we wear them or when we decorate with them. And so they're always offering us messages, and you can learn to speak in color too.
And they're healing.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
exceptionally. Yeah.
Right. 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 Does anyone have questions? No, you already asked that. Um, all right. So, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to walk through this meditation. So this meditation's like a journey. I'm going to walk you through a journey. So it's going to be a little while. So I want you to get comfortable. So does anyone need a break? Okay. So what we're going to do is you can shut your cameras. I will also put up a little video. It's just a Christmassy, not Christmassy, winter scene. In case you wanted to, if you opened up your eyes and you're like, what's going on? You'll see that. But I just recommend you close your eyes, get really comfortable, and follow the words. So it's a guided meditation. Try not to overthink. You may go into like a semi-conscious state at some point, and that's okay, right? So this journey is just going to take you through a scene. And at the end, well, you'll be surprised at the end. At the end, we're going to, you're going to open up a gift, right? That your higher self, your spirit, your guide, someone will give you. And that gift is just for you. So don't think about that now, right? We'll get there and you'll be surprised at whatever that gift is. All right, so we're going to come to a comfortable seat, and I am just going to bring up that scene. So if you do have any questions or anything, just put it in the chat because Heather is monitoring. If something pops up, like if you can't hear me or anything like that. Okay, there we go. All right. Keeping your eyes closed, let's just take a deep inhale breath and exhale. Feel yourself settled in your sacred space, comfortable, relaxed. With each exhale, release any concerns of your day, any expectations of where this journey will take you. Allow your body to become heavy, supported, and held. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a forest path on the longest night of the year. The air is crisp and clean, filling your lungs with clarity. Above you, the vast winter sky stretches endlessly. The sky is beautiful, blue. It could be a light blue, a royal blue, any shade of blue. And the stars are glittering like diamonds against this beautiful velvet background. The moon casts a silvery glow across the landscape, painting everything in shades of blue and white. Feel the gentle breeze on your face, carrying whispers of ancient wisdom, the scent of pine, cedar, and maybe cinnamon. You begin to walk along this moonlit path, Your boots crunch softly in the fresh snow. Hear that sound with each step. On either side, evergreen trees stand as silent guardians, their branches heavy with fresh snow. Notice the deep green of their needles, holding life through the darkest season, reminding you of your own eternal nature. The white snow beneath your feet creates a soft, muffled silence, a blanket of peace covering the earth. Look closely at the snow crystals catching moonlight, each one unique, perfect, temporary, yet eternal in its pattern. Touch a low-hanging branch and feel the soft snow dust across your fingers. Bring those fingers to your face and feel the cold moisture, the realness of this moment. And as you walk deep into the forest, you notice animal tracks crossing your path. A rabbit, a deer, a fox. Reminders that life persists even in the deepest cold. You hear the distant call of an owl, a guardian of night wisdom. The forest is not sleeping. It is dreaming, gestating, preparing for rebirth. You notice icicles hanging from branches, catching the crystal chimes. These beautiful formations of frozen water remind you that transformation happens in stillness. What appears solid and unchanging is simply water in a different form, waiting for the season to shift. Listen, sometimes they drip with the faintest tink, tink sound as droplets fall to the snow below. Your breath creates small clouds in the cold air. Inhale and feel this bluish color fill your lungs, opening up your throat. And then exhale. Allow that coolness, that white, to transform and create the breath in front of you. With each breath, feel more present and more aligned. Feel your ribcage expand and contract, the rhythm of your own life force, constant and trustworthy. In the distance, you notice a warm golden glow filtering through the trees. It calls to you, inviting you deeper. And as you follow the light, you begin to feel warm on your face. The air shifts slightly, carrying the scent of wood smoke, of cinnamon and pine. The path opens into a clearing, and before you stands a beautiful cottage. Welcoming light pouring from its windows like liquid gold spilling onto the snow. Take a moment to notice the cottage, the shape of the roof, the type of door. Are there trees and bushes around it? Is there a fence? Is there a cottage gate? As you approach the door, notice the wreath of evergreen and red berries hanging there, dusted with snow. You reach for the door handle. It's smooth, perhaps brass or iron, cool under your palm. The door gently opens as if it's expecting you. You step inside over the threshold from the outer world to the inner sanctuary. The warmth of fire embraces you immediately. There is a huge, magnificent hearth crackling with dancing flames of red and gold. Their light painting the walls with living shadows. The fire speaks in pops and whispers, celebrating your arrival. Feel the warmth beginning to thaw your cold cheeks, your hands. Smell the burning wood, oak perhaps, or apple, sweet and rich. You remove your scarf, your hat, and place it nearby the hearth. You remove your jacket and place it on another chair. And then you turn around and look around at the house, at this little cottage. See it being rustic, but inviting and warm, familiar, and perhaps even feel the presence of those that lived there before or your ancestors. In the corner stands a magnificent evergreen tree, green and vibrant, reaching nearly the ceiling, adorned with simple decorations that catch the firelight. What do you see? What decorations adorn the tree? What colors do you see? Get closer. Look in between the branches. Notice everything about the tree. Smell that sweet pine scent. Look at the top of the tree. What type of topper sits? Notice its shape, its color. How do you feel when you look at it? This is your tree. You created this tree. And it represents life persisting through darkness, the eternal cycle, the promise of return. You move closer to the fire and settle into a comfortable chair before it, perhaps an old rocking chair or a cushioned armchair that seems to embrace you. Feel yourself sinking into it, supported. Feel the heat on your skin, the way the flames transform wood into light and warmth. The ultimate alchemy of fire. Notice how the water in a kettle nearby begins to steam, curling up into the air. Another transformation, another reminder that nothing stays the same. Take a moment here. Let the warmth penetrate deeper into your body. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your jaw soften. Let the firelight dance behind your closed eyelids. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be on this longest night. And as you gaze into the flames, watching their eternal dance, you notice something beneath the tree that wasn't there before. A beautifully wrapped gift meant specifically for you. It glows softly with its own inner light, calling your attention. The wrapping paper catches the firelight. What color is the wrapping paper? Feel it. Feel its texture. What color is the ribbon and bow? You rise and move toward the tree. Your feet are warm now and grounded. And as you kneel before this gift, you understand that it has been prepared for you by your highest wisdom, your spirit guides, your divine essence, your higher self. This gift contains exactly what you most need to receive right now, at this moment. Now take a moment and place your hands on this gift. Open that bow. Unwrap the paper. Feel it in your hands. Feel its energies. Maybe it's pulsing gently or radiates warmth. What does it want to tell you before you even open it? Listen with your whole being. When you're ready, begin to open that box. Inside, you discover something. What is your gift? Take a moment to look at that gift, to feel it. It may be an object, a symbol, a word, a feeling, a color, maybe a memory. Whatever you see or sense or feel is perfect and meant for you. Hold this gift close to your heart. Feel it merge with you, become a part of you. Perhaps it even dissolves in your chest, becoming light, or remain solid in your hands. However it appears, it is yours now. At any moment, you can return to this room, to this moment, to that fire, to that chair, to that light, to that tree. Before you leave this sacred space, take a moment to offer gratitude to the fire, to the tree, to the forest path, to whatever guided you here, to whatever gave you this gift. Place your hand on your heart and feel that gratitude as warmth. Now begin your journey back. You rise from the tree. You move towards the door, placing your hand once more on the handle. You open it, and then you step out into the night. You can imagine yourself walking along that path through the snow, retracing your steps, walking through the forest with the stars above, acknowledging your transformation. Start to feel your feet, your legs, your hips making contact with whatever supports you right now. Feel your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Feel your breath moving in and out. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness to your energy and movement back into your body. When you're ready, and when you're totally, completely ready, you can gently open your eyes, returning back. And take a moment now to either journal or actually create a scene, drawing, anything from what you remember about this journey, colors, shapes, your gift. So take several moments to do this. I think we'll take another minute, Heather. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then we'll move into interpretation.
Yeah. I could
All
actually,
right, everybody.
I
Oh,
was
go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Rose.
I could actually feel everybody's energy. I'm sure you do too, Heather, because you sense
Hmm.
energy. Like just everyone drifting along this journey. Okay.
Felt very cozy to me.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what that was like for everybody. Felt very cozy. And I don't know if you saw Rose made this beautiful video. If you had your eyes closed, you might have missed it, but you'll see it in the replay if you want, of these beautiful snowy scenes and a
Yeah.
warm fireplace. And it was just so nice. So I got the pleasure of watching that while, while you were doing the meditation. Um, well, I hope that everybody enjoyed that. If you, you're welcome to continue to make notes about what it is that you saw and all of the amazing messages and colors that came up. But for now, I'd love to know if anybody wants to share what their gifts were or what their packages looked like or what they saw in the trees, because this is so enlightening to see this part.
So I want to share what my gift was.
Great.
So it was actually a green square box with a golden ribbon around it and a bow. And it was a shiny gift wrap paper. When I opened it, there was a lot of white tissue paper. And as I took the tissue paper out, I actually had a gift of the world. It was a globe. So I could see the blue ocean and then I could see all the land masses. So that was my gift.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
What was your
what
first feeling when you saw that? Yeah.
I thought it was like a ball to play with, like a like a volleyball or something like that.
I
So that
love
was my
it.
first thought around it. Just that it
it
just
just
felt
felt
like a
like a
ball.
ball. Heather, Do you want to add, did you want to interpret that for her?
Yeah,
You asked.
Rosanna, yeah, did you so green, your package is green. That's all about the heart space. That's all about love and self-love and acceptance. But to be wrapped in a gold bow is all about abundance, to receive prosperity and abundance. Just so interesting. Round shapes are generally about allowing something or the passing through of something. So it feels like there's an energy around receiving and allowing, probably connected to the heart and also connected to the ideas of abundance. But the world part feels really interesting to me. And I'd love for you to kind of sit with that and do some journaling on what that means for you. But to me, it feels like there's a world of possibility. There's abundance available to you that like I said, the human experience of us, we kind of go through ups and downs and we're like, oh, this is terrible. But the spirit is like, holy crap, this is so fun. Like, what else is there for me to do? It feels like
Right.
you get the energy of playfulness here, that you get to play with it, that you hold the world in your hands. That was my first thought.
And
Okay.
not to limit yourself, that there's
Hmm.
you're stepping out of that, even that box. You have that whole world in your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a beautiful gift.
Yeah, it was good. So Susanna wrote here,
Anything else you
go,
want to share?
oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Roseanne. Rosie.
No, that was it.
That was it. Okay. Um, in the chat, we Susanna put in gold bar glowing radiant warmth with white light. So a gold bar can also mean abundance, right? It's like your
Hmm.
one of the highest, I guess it's not a mineral. What is it? An element, right?
Hmm.
Signifying abundance. A bar, I guess square, I'm not so much can interpret the shape, but the warmth, the light is that light that is, I'm sensing this light that needs to come out and spread out further. So something that needs to radiate inwards, outwards versus the other way. Um, I'm getting the images of just actually more like confidence. So that glowing light in that solar plexus. So there's more confidence that needs to grow here and develop with this golden light, with this warmth and this white light, and really kind of inviting in a little bit more of spirit to guide you.
Hmm.
Okay? That's what I'm sensing with that.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add to that, Rose, is the shape of the gold bar.
Mm.
That rectangle is foundational. That's strongly
Right,
supportive.
right,
So it's giving you something to build from
right,
too.
right.
Love that. Love the gold
Gold
that you
that you
guys are
guys are
getting.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I found that this exercise very interesting because I could not come on to the color of the box, but when I went in, first I thought I got a globe, like the earth, but it became a like a large clear crystal ball. And as I moved it, it had flashes of colors inside the house. But as I stepped out of the house to come back, as I was walking through the night, it seemed ribbons of waving color like rainbows. And it was I stopped and I sat down to roll it and look at it and play with it because it was large like a bowling ball. So I'm not completely certain. I like all color. I relate to all color. I do classes and healing with color and crystal. But I thought that was interesting that I got a clear crystal ball that just changed as I moved it around.
Millie, I'm just going to mute you for 1 sec so we don't have the echo, but I love that imagery. My first thought was, oh, it's a crystal prism. You know,
Mm.
when the light comes through and it casts the rainbows out. I have one on my window here, and every day there's like 25 rainbows scattered around my studio. So that to me feels like you've been given the gift of like alignment in all energy centers that helps support every single energy center. So it sounds like it's offering you an abundance of um, balance in all things, and that you can cast your light out and work with crystal energy or rainbow energy to help support you, if that makes sense.
And I sense also that that there's some clarity as well, whether it's you are asking for clarity on something or you need clarity around something. And I also, before I forget, I want to say that if your gift was not clear or the message of your gift wasn't clear, or you're not going to ask maybe for our interpretation, ask for it to come to you in a dream. Okay. We've opened up our channels, our energy within. You received a gift, and maybe it's not clear, like, why did I get this? Right. And even something Heather and I said, maybe it's something different. So ask for that message to be given to you as well, either in your dreams or maybe even tomorrow. You'll be like, wow, that's, something resonated with you that goes with, links back to this gift. Right. So thank you, Millie. I know you work with healing as well. That was beautiful. I love all these gifts. These
I
are beautiful
know. And you can look for your gift in real life too. Like look around, see what comes up for you in the next few days, what colors you encounter and what
symbols.
symbols. Anybody else want to share theirs?
So, um, mine was a blue box with a silver ribbon on it. And when I opened it up, um, like some white light came out, but it was a red like ball or an orb, I guess. Like kind of like a fiery red color.
We were
How did
getting a
you
lot of
feel?
round shapes.
Yeah, a lot of round shapes, a lot of allowing, but I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your blue, was it dark blue or light blue?
It was a dark blue.
Dark blue. Okay. So that could be helping to support your third eye, your source of inspiration and intuition. And the silver is about prosperity. So abundance and prosperity are a little bit different. Prosperity is really like about like wealth building. Abundance is like abundance in all things. Like you want to ask for abundance of health, and but
Hmm.
prosperity leans more towards like, yeah, I want to work with the energy of money and understand that kind of the energy of that. Like, let me get rid of my money monsters. Let me move into a place of attracting. And the red, of course, I think supports your root. But what I love about the white light that comes out first is sort of like that spirit unleashes and lets go and makes way for that support of the root energy, which could be affecting how your sense of stability, financial security, family, friends, or even just the physical body, the health of the physical body too. So offering you a prosperous energy there too.
Nice.
Very cool.
I think also connecting and trusting your own intuition is
Hmm.
there. I think that that white light also represents like that your inner light, but that trusting your intuition, right? That you are your own light source, and to trust what comes up. That
Hmm.
that that dark blue light, like Heather said,
Hmm. Yeah, you got a good mix of the upper energy centers and the
and the
lower.
grounding.
Yeah, it's fun. Very good. Well, I know we've gone over time by a few
Oh yeah, my
minutes.
gosh.
Time flies when you're having fun walking through the snow.
My God, it was supposed to be an hour. Oh well.
So much for scheduling, right? No,
I
just
think,
teasing.
yeah, it's all good, and I think we needed it. And if you feel like you want your gift interpreted outside of this space, you can email Heather or I, and we can help you with that as well. So,
Yeah, and if anything came up tonight that feels like something you want to dig into more, Rose and I are here. We'll send out a replay so you can check it out again. And reach out to us if you've got questions about anything.
yeah.
But thank you so much for coming tonight. This was so fun, and I'm really glad that everybody took time to just give themselves a little bit of a reset before the busyness of the next couple of weeks.
And take care of
Thank you.
yourselves. And if you need to come back to whatever we guided you, through, there's the replay. And we're here also. We're going to send you a follow-up email with some more information. You can connect with us. I mean, everyone knows that you can always reach out to me, and Heather's the same way. But
Mhm.
we'll have more in the email that follows. And thank you all for being here. So can we just take a breath together and just kind of be grateful for everyone that shared this space with you, and the trust, and just in our words and in our energy and in our heart space, and that just remember that peace is in our heart, that trust is in ourselves, that love is around us, and just be grateful for all the things in your life. So thank you all for being here. We're very grateful for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rosa.
You're
Take
welcome,
care.
Susanna.
Thank you. It was amazing, bro.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Two people are entering the waiting room, it says here. What do we do? I can't hear you.